Well, hello. Welcome to another episode of Reley Career Talks. I'm your host, Foley Asamoah.
Hi, and I'm Rebecca Piuza. Welcome back to season 2.
Yes, and we have a great show today too. We have, of course, family, people I grew up with, here. You guys know them all around the world, but I would love for each person to introduce themselves in order of from great to I'm joking.
Let me go.
In fact, you know what's so crazy? So crazy, Foley? I wonder where you found Rebecca because I swear she was out the country for like a whole 6 months.
Yes,
I just took a sabbatical. I'm back now, though.
Yeah, I had to, I had to do a lot of searching and finding for this.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody,
she was gone. She was gone.
Yeah, I thought I was like, man, our business is going down, but I had to find her. Sure. Yeah, I had to do what's it called, the Equalizer or the Liam Neeson thing.
The equal taking the equal.
Yeah. So please, each of you guys introduce yourself and explain to us what is the Africanist.
I'll go first. Quake Bental, aka DJ Earthquake. Africanist. My eyes is 4 guys who wanted to tell the stories of first generation Africans from our perspective, and we opened up the platform to everyone from all walks of life to express their position at either first gen here, second gen, and whatever business or social justice that they're into. We've all allowed them to go on this platform and speak. So that's the simplest short of it from my perspective, gentlemen.
I'm Yao, aka Yao Weezy. The it's been so long we've been doing this. I don't even know where we are anymore, bro. Like,
you're the Africanist. I'm joking.
Yeah, I think Quake summed it up. Like, damn, when did we start this? We started so long ago.
2014.
Yo, that's crazy, right? And we've evolved so much over the years. But for me, like, it's exactly what Quake said. Like, we've seen African culture moving into new spaces at that point in time, right? Like, you hear African music started playing in the American clubs on WPGC 95.5 and all that, influencing culture, the dances, everything like that. And we felt as though there wasn't really a space occupied for us to really tell our stories, give our opinions, be as authentic as possible. You had a lot of Africans who are still like undercover, right? Like, like today, you got Issa Rae and all that. They'll come on the show and they're really big up in the culture a lot. But way back before, it wasn't as open, right? So we're like, yo, let's put together a space where we can just showcase the culture as authentic as possible. And I think the space still isn't really occupied, like it's still a big devoid of our voices really talking about our experiences. So yeah, I think that's the best summary I got.
Oh.
Go ahead, fam.
I'm Femi Sanya, Dr. Fem Dizzle. For me, I just feel as though we 4 brothers, Nigerians and Ghanaians, just trying to share our experiences, our expertise with the world through our lens, from being, growing up in African homes and being bred within the African culture and also growing up in the United States, having, I guess, what you can say, the best of both worlds, and just trying to share our experiences and our perspectives on things. To piggyback on what Moonman and Quake said, I feel like those perspectives is unique, and though there's a void when it comes to within the media space. There's a void in hearing about those experiences or from that perspective. And I think, when we hit the scene, a lot of people was able to resonate with what we were talking about and, how we were delivering it, because it's not something that you see or hear often within the media space. And yeah, I believe we've evolved, and I look forward to continuing to evolve, but most importantly, making a huge and major impact, So yeah.
Nice.
Dang, I feel like these guys said everything now. Like, there's not much else to say. This is Hamid K.
Is that Gucci that you're wearing?
I think that's the Riddler outfit. I'm joking.
It's a Bleacher Report joint. It's a.
Oh, I thought it was Gucci. Sorry.
Nah,
Gucci. My bad, bro.
we're not that. We still humble out here.
I know. I got the Debo Friday outfit on for myself.
Those nuts, my chest.
Yeah. But we just, like, again, I think that space for African culture or African voices and experiences is slowly starting to open up now. But I think growing up for us, it was like our stories weren't told or heard. Like, the stories that you heard stayed within the community. So now it's like, all right, people outside are now hearing about, oh, Africans do this. Like, it's cool to be African in certain cities like Atlanta or Houston. Like, it's known thing, like, oh, they're African, they're popping. So it's like aspects of the culture, and like some stories are told, but not all. And it's like, I think our stories is one of those that people still have to hear.
That's nice. That's really good to hear. I really like how you guys wanted to showcase, your experiences through your lens and growing up in the States and having African backgrounds. Because, as you said, like growing up, being African was not cool. It was like, yeah, I'm Caribbean, or you're African on the weekend. Like when you go to church or you hang out with your friends, that's when you're African. But then other than that, people be going by different names too. So, everyone has their own stuff.
Hey, what was y'all fake names? Oh, man.
Well, I have Rebecca. Yeah, that transcends in all cultures.
And the thing with Foley is like, I got like Mick Foley a lot,
Mick
like
Foley.
Axel Foley. Yeah. So I got that a lot. So of course, Brooklyn, y'all know. So I got that a lot too. So, and everybody always thought Foley was, my last name too. So yeah, but I just kept Foley as someone,
Sure. I mean, I didn't have a fake name, but I just tried to not, embrace my Africanness. I was shy. I definitely wasn't loud about it. If I seen a Dikembe Mutombo African, I had to
slide to the left. Like,
let me not catch a straight that they gonna catch. So that was the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Until I was like maybe 17 and got to college, and then then I was Kunta Kinte with it. You feel me?
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
So my other question for you guys is, what is only a more memorable podcast you've done so far? Since you guys have been doing this since 2014, that's what I heard. So what are some of your memorable podcasts, and why was it memorable?
We have so many.
Yeah, each of you guys can share.
We do. There's a lot.
I think for me, if I have to say a most recent one, I think about the fake cousin debate.
I literally was thinking the same thing.
That was a good one. Because that was a good one.
The cousin zone.
Yeah.
I even forgot what we named that podcast, honestly.
It might have been, wasn't it cousin zone?
I don't know.
Because
we did the Clubhouse. The clubhouse on that too. That was crazy, man.
Yeah. So that's why it was so dope, just because it's like, that's something I think Africans, that's a unique experience for us. Like close family friends that y'all not blood related, but you'd be like, that's your cousin. So therefore, like, they off limits. But in actuality, they shouldn't be.
And even to extend beyond Africans, I feel like that's an immigrant kind of story where I can see something like that being the case for a little Indian kid or a little Pakistani kid or Chinese kid. Their families are trying to set them up.
They be breaking the mold though. Shoot, Africans, it's like a jail sentence once you in that. Them Indians, they be coming together when they get older.
Yeah, that's true.
And the viewers, we're not talking about blood cousins. We're talking about that arranged cousins.
No blood relation.
No blood relations. Yeah. That's definitely true. You know, sometimes it's like,
funny, you in the cousins though.
It's okay. You want to talk about it?
Maybe not today.
Oh my God!
Wow. I would say it's hard to pick out of almost damn near 7 years, but I'll pick a recent one too. And it was actually Yao was actually in New York at the time, but we did a podcast called Simping, Tricking, and Sugar Daddies. We had to lay some scenarios down and had to pretty much confirm if you were simping, if you were tricking, or if you was being a sugar daddy. And we got to the bottom of a couple things. We admitted some simping type things. You know what I'm saying? It was. I ain't gonna lie. We probably have to run that back. I ain't gonna hold you.
Based on that title, I'm happy I missed that joint. And I'm gonna be honest, I ain't listened to it either. So,
because low key, y'all was a cold ass sip.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh, we put him out there like that.
You see what I'm dealing with?
He tiptoes the line of sugar daddy / simp sometimes.
Disrespectful, though.
Yeah.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Okay, I hope not.
I do got one more pod that was actually pretty good this year too, or last year maybe. And Yao actually went off the most on that pod. Friendship dates. That was a good one. I think that was earlier this year. I think that was Yao went off. Yao and Femi went off.
Because I actually have a friend that be trying to. I have a friend that actually be asking me to do that with her, and I'm like, "Are you senseless? Like, how will I waste mine?"
Hey! After that came out, I think I had about 5, 6 friends. Like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, wow.
Y'all niggas is tripping.
I mean, I be feeling like an old man sometimes too, because is that a new thing now? Friendship dates?
It's not a new thing.
No, that's
we not going to the bar with you guys.
Nah, I remember one. I just thought it was funny. I think we had talked about T.I. This was, I think, when the whole T.I. and Floyd Mayweather thing came out, and then Carmelo. This was the first alleged cheating. Well, I guess it ain't alleged because he had a baby.
We had a whole baby.
Yeah.
Twins at that.
Nah, this was before the twins.
Oh, okay.
The remember, he had one side baby, and then the twins, the most recent one. So I just thought it was funny because I'm just like, man, you know, Lala, she just like prayed on that boy like Brittany Renner did PJ Washington, you know what I'm saying? Because Melo was such a young boy and Lala was already like 35 on TRL. She been on TRL for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And she tried to groom that boy straight out of Syracuse. And now she mad that he trying to show his royal oath and he a millionaire famous basketball player. What you think? What you think Melo's gonna do in the street? So I mean, I had to defend Melo, but these twins, these latest twins, I can't defend them.
Yeah, that's a hot mess.
Yeah, it is. It is. I have one question too, because I've been a big fan of yours. I mean, I guess I have to be because I grew up with Kwekwe.
I mean, technically, you don't have to, but we appreciate the support.
Wait.
But I love
Can we do a timeout real quick? I just looked up Melo's age. There's only a 2-year difference between him and Lala for me.
Really?
You're not gonna do that to Lala.
Let me cook.
But he wasn't hot like that.
You're not gonna make it.
He didn't get that much play before. That's what it is.
She took that man right out of 1 year of college. That's all I'm saying.
It's a 2-year gap. You're not
let
the host ask his questions before we take over the podcast.
Yes, thank you. But that's a good point too. I need to write that some of this. But yeah, I've been a big fan of yours ever you guys started, and one thing I really appreciate is you guys keep it fresh each year too. There's always different topics as well. For you, how do you keep yourself relevant? Because I've been a big fan of podcasts most of my adult life too, and I see a lot of podcasts keep would fade, but how do you guys keep it relevant and keep it going and fresh?
Man, it takes effort, bro. It takes effort. And I would say that's the benefit of it, there being the 4 of us. Plus, we got a social media manager too, who helps us do all types of marketing stuff too. And if she feels like we getting stale, she starts putting pressure on us. And even if it's like she'll start hitting me up, or she'll start hitting Quake up, or she'll start putting things in the chat, or she'll just come out like, oh, I think we should think about this new approach, right? So it's a team effort, man, but it's hard, man. It's definitely hard. That's one of the tougher things about it, really.
How do you overcome those challenges too? Like, is there a situation where you guys have different ideas and you can't figure out the topics for the show? How do you
how do you guys come
resolve
to a
that
consensus? Like, all right, we're gonna talk about this now.
I think we at this point of the game, because we've been doing it for so long, I think a lot we rely on, like, maybe it's muscle memory, maybe it's whatever it is. I guess we all have some comedic aspects to us, so we rely on those natural instincts. And sometimes freestyle, sometimes we wait last minute, and then we look up some what are the streets talking about right now. So I would say this year is probably, for me at least, it's been maybe the toughest. Out of all the years since we've been potting, pandemic probably played a role into it. So we just, we trying to keep it pushing, man. Trying to keep on reinventing ourselves and just trying to be better.
All right, so that comes to my next question for you guys. What is the future of Africanus? Where do you guys see yourself, I guess, in like 2 years, 5 years? What are your dreams and visions for Africanus?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to make it to a decade.
Nice.
I don't know if podcasts have made it to a decade, so
yeah,
that'd be fire.
We'll lose or draw. I want a decade.
That's a good point.
Yeah, we've reinvented ourselves quite a few times. It's been subtle though, right? Like we used to meet up in person each week. You know what I mean? Like now we're like a totally virtual show. We didn't even have YouTube. We didn't have a website at a point. We used to, rely on real live events to touch the community and do this and that. And a lot has changed, so what's next is to continue to evolve. And I think probably start doing some live stuff more, some live YouTubes and all that good stuff.
Live calls.
Yeah, live, just with the absence of in-person events, try to find ways to virtually connect
Connect.
with people while we're doing the show. I think that's what's up next, and that's what we're trying to strategize for the next year. I would say, but definitely that decade, that would be fire, yo. I'm with you on
Super
it.
chat. Get these super chats and Patreon.
Yeah, please, guys.
You know what I'm saying?
I do one thing. Have one question too. What if sometimes people want to get into podcasting, get into radio, and they don't know what to do. What advice would you have to give to our listeners who want to go into podcasting or radio or any type of media?
Just real quick on that question. That's one of the most common questions I get is about the technical setup for doing this. The funny thing is I have no idea.
You hear that?
That's a great number. Because I don't know. People ask me that all the time. They're like, oh yeah, about the tech in the mixer board. I'm like,
and you're like this.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea, right?
Go listen to all 320 of our episodes, and then you know what to do.
That's a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah. In all honesty, I mean, outside of the technical aspects of it, because I'm not gonna lie, but all these guys usually they refer to me when they need someone who needs a technical setup for a podcast. But you got to ask yourself a serious question, and you be consistent for more than a year. And do a podcast. You'll know what to say. You'll know what to talk about. But do you think you could be consistent for a year? If not, this ain't for you.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Any words of advice besides being
advice?
consistent? Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? Right? Like think critically about that. Like what do you actually have to say?
And are you prepared to die on your ledge?
That's real.
Because there's certain people who have left listening to Africanus podcast because of one person's position on something. Are you prepared to stand 10 toes on your ledge or not? Are you gonna waver at the little fact that somebody give you a negative email, or somebody said that this podcast is trash, or you didn't get 5 stars from a certain person on iTunes, or you're not ranked in Spotify, Apple, or whatever? Are you going wither and waver? All right, then. If you can take it on the chin like that, then keep. Then you can be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If not, you need to find something else to do.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, because in some ways it is a form of constructive feedback and criticism, like to say, hey, what do I need to do to improve, for myself as well too, because I mean, we get that from our audience too.
Yeah,
so
I would say you 100%. Yeah. Like in our earlier, in probably like year 3 and between year 3 and year 5, we definitely received emails from people who were listening to the podcast back when podcasts were fresh, and were just like, somebody needs to come on the platform and apologize on the next episode, or we're not listening no more.
Yeah.
This is
That's
real.
crazy. That's
Oh, wow.
wild.
To date, I don't think we've heard of that person yet. Heard from that person yet. So.
Yeah. We got one feedback. I was like, we got one feedback because my hairline was a letter M, so I had to shave. So I'm joking.
Yo, that's funny. Hey, bro.
I'm about to say, damn, that was cold-blooded, bro.
Yeah, I know.
But Craig's right though. When you hit a certain point, like I took it as a compliment. That tells me that we moving, like we started to move, and it's true. That's when we started to pick up steam. That's when the numbers is going from 200s to pushing thousands like a week, right? So it's like, all right, cool. If you put something out in the public space, like it's an art, right? When you put art, people are going to judge it and criticize it. They're going to receive it. So you gotta be able to weather that.
That's true.
I feel like it's important to just have a vision. I mean, it's because it's more than just getting behind the mic and just saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want your audience to keep coming back. You want to be able to satisfy some type of need, or whether it's educational, whether it's fun. You want to be able to fulfill some type of thing. So it's like you gotta ask yourself, what are you trying to accomplish or what's your aim, behind just starting a podcast. I see a lot of memes that be like, men don't go to therapy, they just start a podcast. And I'm like, and I'm like, hey, I'm glad that don't apply to us. So, you know what I'm saying? But you just got to know what is your purpose or vision for even having a podcast. And I think that will help you along the way to figure things out, because you're not going to have it all together when you first start. But as you get seasoned, I think, more things will come to you in terms of how you want to approach the podcast.
That's nice. So we have a few minutes left. Can you guys tell our viewers how to get in contact with you? What is the IG handle, your podcast, where can they be listened to the series, all that kind of stuff?
Instagram and Twitter at Africanist Pod. Email us at africanispodcast@gmail.com. We're getting our website situated, but our website is africanispodcast.com. You can always email us or DM us. We will more than likely respond and get right back to you. So those are the best mediums. Now, if you know us individually, you can always feel free to DM us or text us or whatever the case may be. We are looking to do a couple more features before the year runs out. So if you feel like you got some, that you want to talk to us about, we're more than open to sit down and chop it up with you, and we can make something happen.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Rebecca and I, we might have to DM you guys too for topics.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to get this set up was a little bit of a challenge, but
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out.
It worked out.
Yeah. Any other thing you guys want to promote or,
Listen to us every week.
Mhm.
We're ending off the year strong. We got some plans for 2022.
Nice.
We did we briefly mentioned it, but we're trying to enter into the YouTube stratosphere.
Yeah.
And just make some waves in year 8. So
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Hold on. We're just finish your 7. So going into year 8.
Black Manosphere.
Yeah.
Basically.
But thank you guys for coming and for your patience and your time too. This was a great episode.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate you guys coming too. So yeah.
We had fun.
Oh yeah, it was definitely.
We appreciate that.
Oh, of course, man. That's what we do.
I'm saying, make sure y'all holla. Is it Reley? That's correct. That's correct.
Reley services.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They get you right, get your resume right, you know what I'm saying? Get you a nice little, they might
polish your resume. Your little job.
Yeah.
Get you a six-figure income, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So holla at them. You know what I'm saying? My man Foley in the creases with the big dogs. So
I'm still trying.
What they call it? The great resignation. The great resignation.
Yes, great resignation migration.
There you go.
What was you guys' majors in college?
Oh, that's a good. I was a business major.
I did public health.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So and just a little bit of a quick thing too. So that's how I was working with another friend on a resume project, and so Rebecca found out about it, and so we decided to kind of join forces. And you notice that there's not really a companies that specialize in career services where we have one-on-one. So that's what we do, and it's been going strong.
Yes, this is year 2.
Besides a sabbatical, it's been going strong. I respect that.
Yeah.
I take a little break.
Rebecca, what did you bring? What did you bring back for us?
Oh, I brought myself. And the sauce.
Wow. That's nothing. You didn't bring us anything.
Your success is not.
We can now conclude. She didn't bring us anything, guys.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for your time, and I really appreciate it. Yeah.
All right.
Take care, guys.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Well,
my God.
well, that was another episode of Reley Career Talk. So
Yes.
I had a blast
Yes.
talk to the Africanist podcast. But you'll also have a blast on going to our website, which is Reley Career Services. .com. And also you can check out our previous season, which we highlighted many of our Black entrepreneurs and organizers and all different types of career space interviews as well too.
So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this
Mhm.
podcast, this series that we had today. We look forward to more series in this in this season.
It's a lot of S's.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? That's alliteration right
Yeah.
there. Anyway, besides that, thank you guys for watching. If you want to reach out to us, reach out on IG, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Reley Career Services. We look forward to hearing from you and take care until next time, right?
Yes, till next time.
All right,
Bye.
bye.